Hello, students. What is your current situation about your study? I just don't know enough information about you because I thought you will contact with me if you face any problem, but and there is no communication with you, and I am very much disappointed that all of you didn't attend the exam. You were the five or six students, but just attending the exam just two or three students. So this is very much disappointing. I hope you will attend the next exam, all of you. And with this hope, I am just going to discuss the today's class. This is on chapter 6, business plan. A previous class I just discussed some of them. Now I'm going to the rest of the chapter. Okay. um, in previous class, I just discussed that what is business plan. You know that business plans means the future directions. It is one kind of blueprint or the written document of your future. And doing business effectively, or to form a business or operate the business successfully, you have to do the business plan at your prior time. So business plan is the mainly graph or chart of your future activities. It is compared to the roadmap for a tourist, and also the compared to the blueprint of a contractor or constructor. The importance of business plan also discussed in previous class. What are the guideline to operate the business, capital arrangement and investment. It will guideline the operating is the one kind of guideline for operating the business. It also, you want if you want to collect the additional capital, the business plan will be necessary, because your business plan will state the real scenario of your business, and it will help you to get the loan from the bank, or investor will be interested to invest on your business. Proper utilization of government facilities, also the importance of business plan helps to make decision. Obviously, any kind of planning will help you to make the decision. Okay. And also, we just discussed process of business plan. What are the process? First one is identifying the project concept. That means project. What is project? A project is a one kind of work what is for a specific time, or you can say that it is a thoughtful work or planned work, or any kind of work which is completed, which should be completed in a specific time period, and also with the specific objective. So this is called project. That means it starts and ends, starts and in that the specific is a specific time, and the objective will be also specific in project. So what are the process of project? First one is identifying the project concept. There are if maybe you have different several project concepts, but you have to think about logically or rationally to get the to select the appropriate project for your business. Now the first one is identifying the project concept. Second one is evaluation of the concept and selection of the project. And in this selection of the project depends on the selection of the project depends on mainly in two you can select it in two ways. First one is macro screening, and second one is micro screening. Okay, mainly macro screening and micro screening. These two things are very much important for your exam, because related to these two issues, one question in every year. I just saw the test paper, and I saw it. The this related these issues. The one question is must. So maybe it can be other thing also, but macro screening and micro screening most important part of this chapter. Macro screening, what did I say in the last class? Macro means bigger. So the all the elements which are not controllable by the human being is involved in the macro screening. That means what are they? Population, economic environment, natural environment, political environment, cultural environment, legal environment. Those things are involved in macro screening. And macro screening is opposite of the macro screening. That means the elements which are controllable by the human being is called micro screening. First one is market demand, technical aspect, commercial aspect, financial aspect, and contribution to the national economy. These things are the elements of micro screening. And third one, in the third part, this is the project report which you should meet, and you should prepare an excellent report on your planning. This will help you to understand the business plan. Submission of business project report. That means you have to prepare an excellent report on the business plan. Now today's I just reviewed yesterday class, previous class. Now guideline for small business. Here today's class starts. It is necessary to be careful while preparing a business plan, because it can be and depends on the many things. The business plan can be a guideline. The business plan can be a guideline for any businessman. So following guidelines can be followed to prepare a proper business plan. You should follow some the business plan itself a guideline for the business owner, but you also have to follow some guidelines when you prepare a business plan. That means preparing a business plan should involve these issues. First one is business plan should be precise and free from excessive wordings. That means the business plan must be short and precise. It will be brief, in brief form, and free from excessive or unnecessary words. Okay. Second one is the objective of the business is to focus only one or two products and place or for the product and market selection. That means what will be your objective. The objective of the business is to focus only one or two products and place. That means when you prepare the business plan, that means your objective will be just focusing the mainly you have to think about one or two products, or one or two place. Because if you think about at a time in about various products, various places at a time, that cannot be a successful business plan. So it is the second guideline when you are preparing the business plan. Now in the management process of the business, unknown person should not be included. That means business when managerial process, that means it is the most important part of the level of your level of your work activities in the business. So managerial activities are the most important part of the business, because if you can't manage effectively, you cannot do your work correctly. Also you cannot guide your subordinates. So managerial process should be should be concise and should be secured. The unknown person cannot be included in the management process or managerial decision. Now, any product should not be described with words only understood by the professional. Rather, it should be comprehensible to all. That means when you're preparing the business plan, the language of the business plan should be easy going, because your subordinates maybe your subordinate cannot understand the can't understand the very much tough word or professional word. They have no enough education to understand the this type of professional words. So the business plan must be easygoing, or it must be prepared in a easy way, so that your subordinates can understand it very much easily. Then sales volume should be projected on the basis of realistic quantity of production capacity. Sales account should be maintained very carefully. Sales account must be maintained very carefully. Business plan should not be drafted on the basis of vague information. That means unclear information is not allowed for the business plan. There should be a detailed discussion on the present and probable problems of the business in the business. That means your the problems which are facing at present time, or also you can face it in future. The problems must be stated, and also the solution of these problems must be stated on the business plan. And last of all, it is necessary to involve all the members of the management team, and if necessary, advice from an expert may be sought for. When you making the business plans, all the team members should be involved, should be involved with it. And also expert advice you can get if you need. So these are the guidelines for your small business plan. Now, contents of small business plan. Contents of small business plan, which it is sorry, okay, okay. Your business plan maybe difference based on different size, the size of business, or variation of the business, or different types of business. Based on these things, your business plan may be different in different cases, but some of the issues must be common in any kind of business plan. So these are the common issues which are very much easy to understand. First one is the name of the business organization. You must put your name of the business organization on the business plan. Address of the organization, name of the entrepreneurs, brief of the entrepreneurs or directors, nature of business, how what type of business it is, sole proprietorship or partnership or joint stock company, what it is, this should be mentioned. Management style of the business, how it can be managed, singly, partnershiply, or joint management, what it would be. It must be mentioned. Amount of capital, precise description of market survey, what will be the size of the market, possibility of future progress, ways to penetrate the market, pricing of the product. All the things must be stated in the business plan. That means market survey will give you all the information of the market. Possibility of profit generation, how can you generate the profit, or what will be your target profit, or what are the guidelines to increase your profit, future target profit. So this is the another thing. Then number 10, attachment of projected financial statement, total cost of the project, projected income, projected expenditures, projected income statement, projected balance sheet, projected cash flow statement, statement of break-even analysis. These are the things must be projected financial statement. These will be the included in the projected financial statement, which will give you the scenario of your financial situation of the business. So these are the thing: total cost of the project, projected income, projected expenditure, that means estimated income, estimated expenditure, or projected income statement, projected balance sheet, projected cash flow statement, statement of break even analysis. Those are the things. Okay. Now this is math, based on your uh, based on this math is based on sole proprietorship business, and this is the projected financial statement. Mm, I will I will help you to understand this math on next class, and also give you the related important questions on the next class. But today I am gonna finish this chapter. So I'm not okay, I am not just touching the math today. It is for the next class. I'll give and also give you the important questions related to this chapter. Okay. Now is estimated or projected cash flow analysis. That means the cash flow analysis is a paper, or is a statement which you give you the real scenario of your cash transaction or cash position of the business. And cash flow helps you to helps you to understand. So estimated cash flow, that means this is the picture of your cash projection or cash position, what you say, whatever it is. It will help you to understand what will be your expenditure, what will be your income, what will be the how much cash flow is made, and how much expenditure is cost are creating your daily basis. So this is the thing you can identify or find out by the estimated cash flows. So it can be made as daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Now break-even analysis. Break-even analysis is a statement where the income and expenditure are equal. So it is the neither loss, neither profit nor profit scenario of the business. You can It is the profit, neither loss nor profit scenario of the business. So the all your expenditures, all your incomes are equal in this point, and the point at which sales and expenditure are equal, becomes equal, is called break-even point, and the analysis depends on this break-even point is called break-even analysis. And calculating the break-even point will help you to understand the understand or making decision, help you to make decision about the pricing of the product, increase of sales volume, what will be your profit planning, and how can you increase your profit. Those are things will can be easily calculated by the break-even point. So break-even point must be calculated must be calculated on getting the success. So for example, here you can see the example that businessman if a businessman manufactures 5,000 cricket bats and sells them, he gets no profit or loss. Acha. Okay. That means a business, if the cricket bats are 5,000 cricket bats, and manufacturing 5,000 cricket bats and sells them, that means selling 5,000 bats will never give you the profit or nor loss. But if you sell more than 5,000 bats, it will obviously help you to get the profit. And if you sell below the 5,000 cricket bat, then obviously it will make the loss. So if you calculate the break-even point, it will help you to understand what will be your profit, what will be your loss. And last concept of this chapter is self analysis. Do you remember that I just discussed about the SWOT analysis in your one in class, when all the things were fine? in the college. I just discussed it. What it is, self analysis, or you can call this as a SWOT analysis. Do you remember it? SWOT analysis was that thing, the you can analyzing this thing, you will understand your what will be your strength, what is your weakness, what will be your opportunity, what will be your threat. These things will be understand by the SWOT analysis. And in the business planning, the you should also you have to prepare, obviously you have to prepare some perfect specific business plan, but you have to analyze yourself, or self analysis is must with the business plan, a perfect business plan. So what will be your strength, what will be your weakness? SWOT analysis is one kind of them to analyze yourself. So are you physically fit, or you can work for a long time, or do you have sufficient supply of fund to start the business, do you have idea about the materials to start the business? These questions are arising when you analyzing yourself. So this is the self analysis. Okay, this is the end of the chapter, and your homework will be the what I just discussed today. It will be your homework, and in the next class, so don't miss the next class. I will discuss the math and also give you the important questions about this chapter. So please stay tuned.